Hi everybody. Today I want to do this video about what we're doing with a piece of land that we have. When we bought this property 23 years ago, there was this area right here where I'm standing that we always called the swamp. It was just low and we couldn't do anything with it as far as farming goes. So it just grew up to brush. And about 3 weeks ago or a month ago, my son was able to come over and with a piece of equipment and get rid of a bunch of trees. So in the course of this video, I'll show you what we've done, and I also want to show you behind me is my deer blind. This started out as a chicken coop. We had about 30 hens that laid eggs inside this building, and even though it's a hunting blind, a lot of people think it's a little bit too fancy for a hunting blind. I'm a building contractor. I couldn't stand to make a chicken coop, just a plain chicken coop. I had to make one kind of fancy, so you can see two different roof lines, Anderson windows, vinyl siding. You're going to see the inside, which is a work in progress. We've been slowly putting insulation in, some paneling, some used paneling, got some scrub buck mounts in there, a couple of duck mounts in there as well. So we're going to start this as a series of what we're doing with this piece of land. It'll be ongoing. Show you how we have cleaned it up, and hopefully we're going to be able to put a pond in here too. So let's start with the deer blind first. As I said, two different roof lines. I thought this would be kind of a neat building to make instead of just a single like a lean-to style or a rafter style or truss style. I thought this would be a little bit unique. The only evidence that it once was a chicken coop is that piece of plywood I've got nailed over the door where the chickens used to go in and out of the coop. I built this on skids and I really didn't know where I was going to put it. And I've moved it twice since we've gotten rid of the chickens. It's now in its final resting spot. I want to raise it up in the air. I don't know how far yet. I'm going to guess 4 feet, maybe 5 feet. So in the process, I've got a jack underneath of there, and I'm jacking it up 8 inches at a time. When I get it raised up in the air to the height that I want, then we'll build a deck support system underneath of it just to hold it, and a wraparound deck on the side and across the front is the plan. Plans change, but that's what it is for right now. Let's go on inside. Like I said, it's a work in progress. We have insulated it. Put some used paneling in, a friend of mine gave me, and we've also put in some new paneling. Got a couple duck mounts in here, and sitting on a table, whiskey bottle, not mine, must be the neighbors, they must come over. A couple of chairs and a table when we're just sitting out here. Sometimes we'll bring snacks. Over here is what used to be where the little chickens, we raised little chickens in. We've insulated part of it. Going to put a set of bunk beds here. And just some of the old, I love this old paneling. These are some old scrub bucks that I've shot over the years. Nothing fancy, but everyone's got a memory. This one right here is the very first buck I shot when I was a very young man. It's ugly as can be, but I sure put a lot of work in for that one. So that is the deer hunting blind. Here's another view from the other side of this area that we call the swamp. These trees are yet to go. This was all grown up, the trees and brush before, big tall grass, so we've made a lot of progress. A bunch of trees got pushed up into a pile over there. We are going to save this clump of trees here. Maples, and I believe a poplar or aspen. We want to save that. But all the rest of this, we're going to clear. Now, I can only put in a 1 acre pond, so don't really know how big that's going to be in relationship to what I'm showing you right now. And that's my cornfield. I have 35 acres here, and this 3 acres that we call the swamp was unusable. Should be able to farm a little bit more. Just don't know how much is going to be farmed and how much is going to be the pond. So like I said, this is going to be an ongoing project. We will update it from time to time. I'm going to put it into a playlist. But this is about as close to the beginning, other than tearing out the trees, that I can show you. Stay tuned. Part 2 coming soon, we hope.